right here is called a paver. Leslie made the decision to ditch our concrete and go with some pavers.
Normally driveways are concrete. They're fine, they're great. The thing I don't like about it is you see all the tire marks. It looks worn after a while and there's cracks. But with pavers, you don't get any of that. And it's just like architecturally adds more texture because we don't have very much going on the actual home itself. It's smooth, it's stucco. And so this gives it a little bit of texture and a little bit more interesting. So I love it.
So yeah, we went back and forth a few times on whether we need to get pavers or not. They definitely are much more beautiful than just doing concrete, but the problem was, it was like 5 times more than concrete. And for us, we were looking at it going,
I just don't know that we can justify it. I didn't even know pavers existed before this moment. I think I'll be fine with concrete.
But then a few things happened. One, from the time that we actually got the bid on our home to the time now 6 months later when we're making the decision on whether to put concrete in, the price of concrete has gone up quite a bit. And then also, rather than using the one place in town that we were looking at before, our landscapers, Landworks, just got into doing pavers and they do it for less than what the other bid is that we got. Once we got the bid from our landscape company, Landworks, and then we also looked at the price of concrete and how much it was going to be, it sounded like the thing to do.
So happy.
So happy.
It really is much better than I even thought it was going to be. It's so nice. I'm really glad we did it.
So this is it. These guys have been here all day today, putting down the pavers, and you can see it. We're doing gray, and we're also doing, what's that pattern called?
Herringbone.
Herringbone. So we've got herringbone on the driveway, herringbone in the master bathroom with the marble, and herringbone with the wood floors inside of the house.
Yes.
They still haven't done the full drive up right here. That's why we can't pull the Tesla up on it. But then you can look and see all of this right here has the pavers on it, and it's gonna go all the way back to the RV garage, and these guys are out here just hustling it out. So this is Matt from Landworks. He's our landscaper that's doing our pool in the backyard, all of our landscaping, and now pavers. Walk me through the process here, because I'm seeing guys like with shovels, with sand, they were here a couple days ago with gravel. Like, what is it, how do you actually do this?
The first thing they have to do is create what's called a subgrade. That requires them to come in and pull out about a foot of the existing soil. That was the first day, was getting all the mud out. Then they bring in a compactable material that is the subgrade. And in this case, it was road base.
Yeah, it looked like asphalt, kind of.
Yep, it's kind of chewed up asphalt. In this case, it was lava, chewed up lava. That's called road base, and that compacts really well. That's the subgrade, and usually they put 4 to 5 inches of subgrade, compacted subgrade in. And then they get that pretty level, but not exact. And then they bring in sand on top of the road base. I don't know if you saw before they put the pavers down, but that's the finished sand grade.
Okay.
And that's what the pavers go directly on. So the sand gets screeded. If you see the pipes that they put in the sand, they use that as kind of a guideline, and they screed the
sand. Oh, so that pipe like right there.
It's half buried and half out of the sand. They use those pipes running parallel to screed the sand out so it's finished out nice and even. And then if you notice, they never step on the sand after that. Once it's screeded, that's like the cardinal sin for the new guy, is to walk on the screeded sand.
Since I've been here in about an hour, I've probably stepped on their sand 3 times, and they're probably like, I hate that guy. Those homeowners, what do they think they're doing? Stepping on my screeded sand?
They'll get the pattern all laid out, and then they'll come back and they'll cut the edges and put the borders in around all the perimeter. This border will look like this when it's all done. It will have two rows of that paver running around all the perimeter.
Do they need to put like any sand down in it or anything?
Yeah, that's a good question. So after that's all cut, the border's in, they'll cement the edges to keep everything in place.
That keeps it in.
And then they'll put sand over the whole driveway and run the compactor over the pavers, and that causes the sand to work down in all the joints and tightens everything up so it doesn't move.
What happens at this stage if all of a sudden it just comes pouring rain? Is it gonna mess up the pavers where they're working on right now?
No, so the good thing is with that compacted subgrade, that road base, it's hard as concrete. So the water can go ahead and fall, it'll filter through the pavers, filter through the sand, it'll hit that road base, and the whole driveway, the subgrade is graded to drain out to that edge. So that water will just run underneath the pavers through the sand and won't mess anything up at this point.
A couple of things that sold me on this also is that when you have concrete, you can get those giant cracks that go all the way across it that look really annoying, and you have to replace the entire slab. Well, with this, you're not gonna get the big cracks, and if you do break one of the pavers, you pull it out and you put a new one in, and they're super cheap. They're like $1 a paver or something like that. Another thing is, you guys know that I sold one of my Teslas and bought a Honda Accord. Well, something really that bothered me is the other day I went in my garage and there was a giant oil puddle on the floor in my garage. And I'm like, what is this? My electric car never does this to my garage. What is this oil all over the place? And we're renting that house, so it's gonna be a pain to try to get that out. Well, with pavers, one of your family members is in town for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and their car just decides to take a leak all over your driveway, you can replace some of those pavers. In some cases, you could actually just pick them up and flip them and put them back down, and it works that way. Or you just get rid of it and put another one in. The replacement side of it is huge. And then the other thing for our house, like you see our house, it's this beautiful white house, not the White House, but it's like a white house. And we have this white wall that's behind us too for the landscape, which we really liked. Our whole neighborhood has this. That was one of the reasons why we wanted to buy this house. But how nice to have the black tiles on the roof for the contrast. And then you've got the black pavers that are just on the ground right here. That contrasted in color looks really, really good. Pavers are pretty awesome if you can have the money to spend extra and you find somebody that's good like Landworks that can do the work really, really well and doesn't charge you 5 to 10 times what the concrete would be. It can be something that really can add to the value of your home over the long term, or just the satisfaction of being able to see what your driveway looks like and add to the exterior beauty of your house. I never thought that I would ever make a video on something like pavers, but once I saw them doing the work on it, I had to show you because I'm blown away. This has all been put down in less than a day, just this process. And so they're gonna be done pretty quickly. I mean, I know they had prep work and stuff to do for a few days, but this is kind of unreal. So let me know what you guys think. Do you like the pavers? Was it a good decision? Would you do that at your house? Do you have pavers at your house? I'm pretty happy about it. And we still haven't even finished the whole driveway, and we're doing the walkway going up to our house. So that's it. This is house update, what, 13, 14? I don't even know where we're at right now, but we're getting closer. We are 2 months away from finishing this house, and we have pavers.